Derived achievement, when I use that term, I'm thinking really more about the bottom number, about the achievement, and the idea that there might be more credit available to performers if what they are attempting or what the responsibilities are for those performers are very significant. And sometimes that might pull that bottom number up with consideration to what they're being asked to do being more significant, as long as there's evidence that achievement is happening. So when I use the term derived achievement, I'm really thinking about those teams that are attempting a vocabulary or a repertoire that have unique and particular challenges that can make that and really drive that bottom number up.
But again, derived achievement is two components in our subcaptions that get us to the competitive neighborhoods. We like to say, which race are you running? So that when we get into those neighborhoods, we're able to use profiling strategies to show strengths and weaknesses and arrive at a bottom line score. This year, with an emphasis on completion of skills, it further defines derived achievement in that completion of skills shows that vocabulary, comp, and rep exist, while the degrees of completion and excellence help us arrive at the excellence and the performance effect number, again leading us to that competitive neighborhood with which we use our profiling scoring strategies.
So derived achievement is the filter through which we often are tasked with profiling. Derived achievement means that there is a certain threshold of the how that we're judging based on the what, that determined by the composition, the repertoire, the vocabulary, there exists a range of credit that can be awarded for the excellence or the performance. How that relates to profiling is that profiling follows that derived achievement guideline where we say, based on what you're presenting, there exists a range that we can utilize in order to determine a score in that how category.
And basically my understanding is that it refers to the level of challenge being asked of the ensemble and how you measure that achievement versus a team maybe that does not have the same level of challenges, and how you would rank and rate those two teams. The way that references profiling, I think similarly in scoring, you have to measure the two teams and the challenges that are being asked of them when you're measuring their achievement against their content.
So when you think about derived achievement, for me, it's really thinking about those moment to moment, what's going on, where is the performer, and really thinking about, when I'm talking about the what, really recognizing the little bit of how that might be involved, and vice versa, the little bit of how and the what. So when you think about that balanced commentary, derived achievement falls into both places. Then derived achievement becomes the tool in which you arrive at your profile. So it allows you to create a clear picture in your subcaptions to arrive at that total number. So by using derived achievement, it helps you really tell that story through profiling.
Derived achievement centers on the idea that vocabulary and excellence are interdependent. It is related to profiling in that there are occasions when a performance can elevate the vocabulary, causing the what score to be higher.
Derived achievement is the interrelationship between the what and the how, the range and depth of what the written qualities are, and how well the performers are able to perform, the level of excellence, the level of communication, and expressive qualities they bring to the presentation. Profiling is the comparative process of the subcaptions between units and how that is used to judge the contest. The what over the how over the what, equal, all are acceptable.
The events that are unfolding in front of me cannot happen without both the performers doing the action and the creative process that went into all of the choices that were made in the presentation I'm seeing. That thought process had to exist so that the performers could actually do what they're doing. And then the performers are a necessity aspect of that as well, because if they don't exist and they're not there doing it, the whole event doesn't happen. And they're so intertwined, because that piece of art, it doesn't exist until it's performed.
the theory that both the what and the how are intrinsically tied together within a unit's performance, meaning that if there is a lot of what, a lot of vocabulary, that how number is going to be drug along with that what number as it increases. And the other way around, if the performers are really, really strong at what they're doing, then they could drive that what number higher. So it's how that relationship and that elastic relationship within the what and the how within the unit is impacting the score. Profiling, when we start to look at those numbers independently within the unit and also within the overall ranking as we look at the units against one another, how we're going to rank those subcaptions within the competition. In case anybody wants to know, yes, that is a gold velour Shako, and no, Warren, you can't have it.